All right, all right. So now we've already talked about clear goals, having a clear goal. Now we're going to talk about having a detailed plan. All right, because a wise man once said, I don't want to pronounce his name. I'm not going to try to do that. Said a goal without a plan is just a wish. A goal without a plan is just a wish. People don't plan to fail. They failed to plan. Another wise man said, hey, a goal without a plan is just another one of your bullshit ideas that will never come to reality. Another great man said that. All right. So this is one thing I want you to understand. This is very important. Nothing good happens on accident. If you see a guy like this with big 18.5-inch arms, single digit body fat, and you go up to him and ask him, hey man, how'd you get arms like that? How'd you get so in such good shape? Oh man, one day I just woke up and it just happened. No, nothing good happens on accident. A lot of people will push back on me when I say this. They'll be like, oh, something like, oh, my kid was an accident, but that was a good thing. No. It was a bad situation. You panicked when it happened, and you turned it into something good. Right? That's different. It was a bad situation. You made the best out of it. Right? That's usually what happens on accident. Nothing good happens on accident. Life is chaotic. Right? Everything good has to be planned out. All right. So let's talk about creating your detailed plan. All right. So there's a few steps. First thing you want to do is you want to make a list of all the tasks you need to accomplish to achieve your goal. This is very important. Now, you might not know how to get to $10,000 a month. That's what the rest of this course is for, right? We're going to break it down as you go. You're going to be taking notes, so you'll have the plan. We're going to lay the plan out for you. You don't even have to worry about it, right? Now, what you got to do is you got to separate your consistent tasks from the one-time task. Just mark them, right? So consistent tasks will be something you have to do every day, right? Book certain amount of sales calls or post something to IG or whatever. These are consistent tasks that you're going to do every day, every week, every month, or something like that, right? One-time task would be like, oh, set up Trainerize, or a one-time task would be, finish watching all the videos in his modules, right? These are one-time tasks versus consistent tasks. Now, most of your success is going to come from doing these consistent tasks, right? It's not like, oh, I just got to do this once. It's very, you're going to have some of these, but it's mostly going to be about your consistent task. Okay. Now, what we want to do is we want to make deadlines for all of the one-time tasks, right? So what date are you going to finish going through the HTT course, right? What date are you going to sign up for Trainerize? All stuff like that. The one-time tasks. Put a deadline by it, right? And then what we want to do is we want to put your consistent task in your calendar. This is going to be very important. This is critical. You're going to be living out of your calendar from now on. All right. And I suggest you use Google Calendar. It syncs with Apple Calendar if you want to use that, but you want to use Google Calendar to plan. It's a free tool. It's the best. I live out of it. My whole life is ran in my Google Calendar. If it's not in my calendar, it's actually not real. All right. And we're going to talk about that more. Right. You have to live out of that thing. You have to live out of that calendar. All right. Now, here's the thing. Let me show you what's not a plan. What's not a plan is if, I'm going to work hard on my business. I'm going to eat right. Like if it was a fitness goal, I'm going to eat right, right? How many, you guys are trainers, right? How many times have you heard clients or people who want to get in shape say, oh man, I eat good. I eat right. Yo, shut up, man. That doesn't mean anything. We don't know what that means, right? I'm going to work out a lot. It doesn't mean anything. Oh, I'm going to study a lot. It doesn't mean anything. It's not measurable. Let me show you what it should look like. All right. This is way better. So we're going to take, I'm going to work hard on my business. That changes to, I'm going to work on my business 4 hours a day, 7 days a week from the hours of 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. I just made that up, right? That you got to make your schedule the way it works for you, depending on what you got going on. But you see how much clearer that is, right? That's not, there's no ambiguity there. You know exactly what's going on, right? Let's go forward. Let's take it a step forward. I'm going to eat right. That turns into, I'm going to eat 3,000 calories a day and make sure I get 200 grams of protein each day, right? That's mine, right? But you see how that's so much more clear than I need to eat right? There's no ambiguity involved. We know exactly what's going on, right? And then we say, I'm going to work out a lot. We change that to, I will work out 1 hour a day every day except for Sundays from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Now we're cooking with grease. Now this is something. Now, doesn't it? Can't you tell that the person who said this in green is way more likely to accomplish their goal than the person who said it in red? Because the stuff in red doesn't mean anything. It's BS, right? Okay. So let's take it. Oh, and also, I'm going to study a lot. I'm going to study a lot. We're going to change that to I'm going to study 3 hours a day, 7 days a week from the hours of 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Now we're cooking with grease. Now that makes a lot of sense. You got to have a clear, detailed plan, right? And so basically, you're going to have your plan. Right. And we're gonna go through it a lot more in this course, but what you can do this for any goals you have. You got to get detailed on it. Make a list of everything you need to do to accomplish your goals, the one-time tasks and the consistent tasks. Know that you should know going forward that the consistent tasks are where most of the success is going to come from. That's so important that you understand that. It's critical. It's critical. It's critical. All right. And now we're going to get into deadlines in the next video, how to set deadlines and how you can actually set up your calendar, right, for success. I can look at your calendar and I can tell you future. It's critical that you plan out your day. It's critical that you plan out weeks, months. You will fail if you do not do it. And don't worry, we're going to show you how in the next video. All right, let's get into it.